Hola, buenos días. Soy Ruth, tu profesora de español, and today I'm going to talk about hiring a car en español. Hoy es día 39 of 100 Days of Spanish. El goal is to get you to be able to comunicar con confianza. That means with confidence. Con confianza en español. I know that you can do it. Subscribe, like, make notes, and make an effort to remember el español. The español that you're going to learn today is tener, which means to have. Alquilar un coche, which means to rent a car. And ir, which means to go. Alright, so there is mucho que aprender hoy. First of all, el coche. You're going to remember this word because it's evolved from the word for coach. Coach, coche, coche. Our word evolved from carriage. So it's the same thing, isn't it? La idea es paralela. And alquilar is to rent. Now, when you alquila un coche, you have to leave your tarjeta de crédito. You have to pagar un depósito con tu tarjeta de crédito. You don't have to leave it, but you have to pagar un depósito con la tarjeta de crédito. That's the credit card, claro. So, imagina that somebody in your grupo scratches your hire car. What's going to happen? You're going to have to pagar, right? So if that happened, you might feel angry. You might say, I'll kill her. And that's where you're going to remember alquilar. Okay? Alquilar. Alquilar. Alquilar el coche. Alright? Imaginar que estás de vacaciones en Málaga. Y quieres visitar a Ronda o Sevilla en coche, right? So you decide, quiero alquilar un coche, right? The word for okay is vale, all right? And I want to use that, vale. Vale. Quiero alquilar un coche, vale? Write it down, remember it, say it. Quiero alquilar un coche. Right? That's número uno. Ir means to go. But ir is a really funny verb. Ir is to go, but I go is voy or voy-a. It's spelled with a V. Voy-a. I say voy-a. They tend to say v as a b, unless it's between two vowels. Voy a Ronda. Voy a Málaga. Quiero ir a Ronda. Quiero ir a Málaga. Right. Or if you want to say, we're going to Málaga. We're going to Sevilla. We were in Málaga, weren't we? We're going is vamos a. Vamos a Ronda. So you're going to remember these two words as well. Voy a Ronda. Voy a Sevilla. Come on, Ruth. Vamos a Ronda. Vamos a Sevilla. All right, and you can write those down, maybe on a card, put it in your back pocket, keep taking it out and testing yourself, because you want to learn to comunicar en español, and that's the way to do it. Voy a Málaga. Come on, Ruth. Voy a Sevilla. Vamos a Sevilla. ¿Entiendes? You understand? Right. So if you're going those places, you have to go por las montañas. And por las montañas, you're going to need a good car. So you can say, I want a good car. Quiero un coche un buen coche, por ejemplo. Un buen coche. Or you might say, I need a good car. Really easy. Necesito un buen coche. quiero un buen coche, necesito un buen coche. It's that easy. So that word buen, you've lost the O off the end because you just do, and it means good. Necesito un buen coche. Right? Remember that. Write it down. Practicar. Okay. So the next thing is tener, which is to have. So you might ask, ¿qué tarifas tiene? Tiene is the part of tener for usted. ¿Qué tarifas tiene? Imagine the letters T-N-A, and then you'll get la pronunciación perfecta. Necesito un buen coche. ¿Qué tarifas tiene? Bien? Bien. Right. Tengo is I have. And do I have to is tengo que. Right? So tengo que pagar kilometraje. I want to look at that word kilometraje. It ends in A-J-E, the English letters, A-J-E. And that's like what we would say age, right? So A-G-E in English, right? So it's kilometerage, right? Tengo que pagar kilometraje. There are other words that end in the same pattern. So lenguaje, A-J-E in español, A-G-E in inglés. Lenguaje. Un viaje is a voyage, right? Garaje is a garage. Are there any others I've written down? No, that's it. Oh, one more. Porcentaje is a percentage. So do I have to pay kilometerage? Tengo que pagar kilometraje. Vale? Okay. The last thing that I'm going to teach you today, that I'm going to speak about today, is giving the car back. So you can use this tengo que otra vez. You can say tengo que devolver el coche aquí. Aquí means here. Tengo que devolver. Devolver, of course, means return. Tengo que devolver el coche aquí. Try saying it. I'll say it slowly with you. Tengo que devolver el coche aquí. Tengo que devolver el coche aquí. Tengo que devolver el coche aquí. Vale? So the other way that you might be able to ask, you could say this, you remember si se puede means yes you can, like Bob the Builder, si se puede, okay? Si se puede means yes you can. So can you, just on its own, is se puede. So if you want to ask, can I, or can one, can you give the car back in Ronda, or can you give the car back in Sevilla, it's se puede devolver el coche en Ronda. ¿Vale? Se puede devolver el coche en Ronda, o tengo que devolver el coche aquí. Se puede devolver el coche en Sevilla, o tengo que devolver el coche aquí. You can learn this. Stick it on a card, stick it in your back pocket. Keep looking at it throughout the day, when you wake up, before you go to bed at night. You're going to learn español. Vamos a aprender español. Subscribe, like, share the videos with some friends, learn español together, and I'll be back mañana. Volveré mañana, and we will talk about alquilar el coche un poquito más. Hasta mañana. Adiós.